You might as well go ahead and get used to that sound in the background. The popular hand games kicked off today. Snowboarders tested out the slope-style track, and the sprint was on in biathlon. Sun, blue skies, and our iconic mountain Sermitsiaq welcome Day 4 of Arctic Winter Games in Nuuk, Greenland. At the biathlon track today, runners tested out the sprinting distances for both 5 and 7 kilometers. The snowshoe runners were also at the range today.
Sunshine and hints of blue skies set the scene at the biathlon track today. Kalaallit Sledemark from Greenland won gold in the juvenile female 4 kilometer sprint distance. Sandon Nicholas McMullen from Alaska won gold on the same distance for juvenile male. In the longer junior distance, 6K, Grace Gilliland from Alaska completely crossed the competitors and won with almost 7 minutes to Maria Margaret Esther Peters from Yukon, who got the silver medal. The junior male race was close, and with just 1 minute, Liam Adele from Yukon won over Kieran Goldhawk from Alberta North. In snowshoe biathlon, Helen Wilson from Alaska won gold in the 2K sprint juvenile female. She was more than 1.5 minutes faster than Veronica Porter of Yukon. The sprint juvenile male was a very close race between Yukon's Aidan Adele and Cole Jones from Alaska. Aidan Adele took the gold just 6 seconds ahead of Cole Jones. In the juniors 3K run, Alaska won gold both in the female and male section. Aaron Skyde McLeod took the female gold and Dylan Jones the male juniors gold. See all the results on the website AWG2016.org.
At Arctic Sport, the Alaskan high kick was in full swing.
If you're just joining us here at the Arctic Sports venue, welcome.
Alaskan high kick is one of the most aesthetic sports in the Arctic Winter Games. A tour de force of body and mind, the Alaskan high kick is one of the most elegant and acrobatic disciplines. To prepare for the kick, athletes sit on the floor and balance on one foot while reaching across the torso to hold the other foot. Leaning back on the opposite hand, athletes thrust the balancing foot straight up to kick a suspended ball, then land on the kicking foot without losing balance. The ball is raised in increments of 4 inches after each round. Each athlete is allowed 3 attempts at each height. When all but 3 athletes have been eliminated, the ball is raised in 1-inch increments until there is a winner. Also, the masculine sport head pull was on today. It can be compared to a tug-of-war between 2 competitors. They position themselves on the ground, facing each other, supported only on their hands and toes. Then a leather loop is placed around their heads. Upon signal, the competitors use their strength to begin pulling steadily. The match ends when one competitor manages to pull his competitor across the target line or pulls the belt off his competitor's head. Last but not least, arm pull finished off the Arctic Sports today. Raw strength determines the outcome of this traditional tug-of-war game. The 2 competitors begin by sitting face to face and then lock either their right arm or left arm together near the elbow area. The match ends when one of the competitors opens up their pulling arm or is pulled out of position. See the official results for all Arctic sports on the official website www.awg2016.org.
The snowboarders got to test out the challenging slope-style track today. Team Alberta North dominated the medals with the junior women, while Greenland took home its 11th snowboarding medal.
At the slopestyle track, the snowboarders challenged their acrobatic skills on the rails and jumps. Kendall Hody and Carly Gordon from Alberta North took gold and silver in the juvenile female competition, and Josh LeBrun and Gavin Sork, also Alberta North, won gold and silver for juvenile male. The top two female juniors were Alex McKinnon, who won gold in front of Serena Hull. Both of them are from, you guessed it, Alberta North. The male junior competition was won by Jonas Strømstedt of Greenland in front of Tim Scherner of Yukon. Check out all the results online.
Who knew hand games could be so energetic? To the intense sound of traditional drums, both males and females sat dancing and guessing in this fascinating game.
The sound of eager drums could be heard all day long outside the hand games venue today. In the game, one has to distract the other team from finding a token through drumming and bodily exertions. The concept is simple: hiding and guessing of objects using elaborate hand signals and gestures to both find the object and hide the object. To distract the opponent, the contestants are covered in face paint, and some even with a black cloth to cover their entire face. One of the busiest participants is the speaker, Colinda Blondin from Northwest Territories.
Well, this is pretty much kind of like a mind game. So I have to, if I really want to figure out what hand you have your token in, I might really want to know you. Are you a trickster? Are you always going to keep it in this hand for 5 calls? Or are you really trying to play me in my head? Do I think I know you? So it's a really big mind game. Right now, in modern times, it's a little bit of form of gambling, but if you take the essence of the game, it's a mind game. How well do I know you? How well do you know me? And traditionally, we used to play for camping supplies. That may be some hides, or maybe some knives, some tools, maybe a tent, and sometimes even wives. We used to play for wives. So nowadays, we play for money. So it is a form of gambling, but really the essence of the game is a mind game.
And what is your role in this game?
Well, I'm one of the officials, but I was kind of named MC for the Dene Games. So I kind of go around and tell people what match is coming up. I also, especially for hand games, not a lot of people know what's going on. So right now, currently, I'm going to be telling everybody what's going on, the audience, who's shooting, what's the shooter, what the guesses are, because traditionally we have like so many guesses in our region, or like that. There's just over 100 different calls, and then every region has their own calls. So I mean, it's endless, the kind of different hand signals that we have. But for the Arctic Winter Games, we are sticking with like lefts or right, down the center. So all hands that are closest to this hand, or all outside hands, so hands that are the furthest away from the call. And it could be in any of the line. Or with 2 hands, you can do an inside call and an outside call with 2 people on this side. So it's pretty extensive, and right now for the games, we are able to have women play. And traditionally, especially in the Northwest Territories, we don't have a lot of women playing. For me, myself, I'm not allowed to touch the drums. I'm not allowed to handle the sticks or anything like that. And our girls got special permission from the elders in our community to play, but we can't have any women playing drums. And everyone here has the women's helping out playing the drums, especially from Yukon. and more drums, the better. So for me, I'm just a little tiny part in the big games, as Dene Games is concerned.
And you said it was a very tough job to be a judge. Why is it a tough job to be a judge?
I think it's pretty tough because you have the coaches looking after the players, and the players are using different hand signals, or they're crossing or whatever. So it's just really tough to I think I would be afraid to make a definitive call. But we all had different types of training. We all have experience in the games. So for them it's easier. I'm still kind of learning my skills and trying to be really confident in the different decisions that I make. So at least I can tell people what's going on and read everything, what the matches are saying. So I think it's a little tiny job. The judges are doing an amazing job. The volunteers and the other officials, yeah, I think they're running the show. I'm just telling what everyone's going on.
That's it for Day 4 of Arctic Winter Games. Check out the medal standings and the latest results at the official website, www.awg2016.org.